Noobs. Gotta love them. Whether you love them or hate them, you gotta admit, they tend to make some pretty big mistakes. So let's talk about them. Welcome back to the channel, mercenaries. I'm Nigus Overlord, and today we're gonna take a look at 9 of the biggest noob mistakes in Team Fortress 2. Now, I'm not trying to bash or hate on noobs or anything with this. Think of this as more of an educational video. If you've made any of these mistakes, then listen well to the advice I give to help you grow into a more skilled player. Leave a like or comment if you or a friend have made any of these mistakes, and without further ado, let's dive right into the video. Playing with the mouse acceleration turned on. Getting right into the big one. I urge you all to listen very closely to what I have to say. Do yourself a favor right now and go into TF2's mouse settings. You should see an option that says mouse acceleration. If that box is checked on, turn that shit off immediately.
Immediately?
Immediately!
Right now?
Yes, yes! Right now!
If you don't know what mouse acceleration does, basically it changes how fast your mouse moves the more you move it around. If that sounds bad to you, then you'd be absolutely right. It completely removes your consistency when aiming. Aiming is all about learning to move your mouse to precisely where you want it to go. And if a setting messes with that and makes it go where you don't want it to go, yeah, there's a reason modern games don't have this setting at all. And while you're at it, go ahead and set your FOV to 90. You won't regret it. Being the third spy or sniper. Okay, look, I get it. It's absolutely fine to play the game how you want to play it. Don't let anybody tell you how you should or shouldn't play the game. But still, please consider what I'm about to say, especially if you fully intend on winning games. If you join a game and you see that your team already has 2 spies or snipers, what makes you think they need another one? This is especially the case when there's already good players on the team. Like, we already have a spy with 200 points at the top of the scoreboard. We don't need another spy who's just gonna get killed over and over and over again, or a spy who's just gonna sit invisible with a cloak and dagger all game, wasting air and space. All that does is muddy the team composition, make it that much harder for your team as a whole to
Adapt and survive against all odds.
So do your team a favor, play a class that is more desperately needed. Standing still. Have you ever just looked at how someone's playing and thought, oh, yup, that's a noob right there? Well, every time I see someone playing like this, that's usually the first thing that comes to mind. Don't do this. You want to always be moving around, even a little bit. It'll make it that much harder for your enemies to hit you. The only time you should be standing still is if you're focusing as a sniper, or are trying to throw off your enemy's aim in a 1v1. And even then, you should only be stopping for a brief window of time. Move your ass or lose your ass, I suppose. Making baseless accusations against people who are clearly more experienced than you. Seriously, don't do this. I know you want to salvage what little pride you have left, but trust me, it's not how you want to do it. Not only is doing this hella annoying, it also makes you look stupid as hell, especially if everyone else is the least bit competent enough to know better. Buying worthless MVM upgrades. Remember when you could inspect people in MVM and see what upgrades they had? Yeah, Valve removed it for some reason, making it that much harder to help new players select the correct upgrades. In MVM, your upgrades can make or break the entire match. Seriously. Every teammate has a role to play, and if you get bad upgrades, then you won't be living up to that role. Like, as Pyro for example, your job should be killing tanks and fodder robots with constant streams of fire. So why the heck are you getting burn time? Afterburn does basically no damage in this mode. Not to mention tanks can't be set on fire and small robots will be killed in half a second anyway if you have damage. Oh, and did I mention the fact that this upgrade is broken? Yup, this upgrade does literally nothing. If you buy this upgrade, you're basically dumping $1,000 down the toilet. This isn't even the only broken upgrade either. Valve, please. WM1. Come on, y'all had to have seen this one coming. Now sure, WM1 can get you some kills and really piss off the enemy team, but there's a reason that WM1 is considered the definitive noob strategy in Team Fortress 2. Oh my god. As soon as people wise up to what you're doing, they're gonna start punishing you hard. The enemy team is gonna clap you harder than I clapped that ass last night. If you know what I'm saying. Not only that, but you don't exactly learn anything by doing this. It's like those people who brainlessly spam Electro Dragons in Clash of Clans. They only know one noob trick, and as soon as they get into clan war leagues and face actual competitive bases, their spamming strategies, win rates, suddenly take a steep nosedive. They actually learned how to properly attack with a Queen Walk, Hybrid, or Wallow, then maybe I wouldn't have kicked them out of my clan for throwing. Just saying. Same thing here. If all you know how to do is WM1, then as soon as some above average players join the game, your ass is gonna get bombed so hard, it'll make Obama blush. Not listening to advice given by veteran players. Please do yourself a favor and at least consider any advice people try and give you if you're new. I promise they're just trying to help. Unless they aren't, but I'm sure you can tell the difference. Like, there are times I've given advice to people or gave them some weapons I didn't need, and I literally saw them improve over time in the same match. That's great. But then I try and give advice to the next guy and they're either completely ignored or tell me to piss off? The fuck? I'm literally trying to help you and you're being rude? Nah, fuck you. Stay your ass bad at the game. I hope you get all bounce so I can make you my fucking bitch. I'm gonna shove my fat cock so far down your throat, they're gonna have to... And... You... I don't know what that was, guys. I think I was hacked or something. They must have a voice changer me or something. Yeah. Resetting your stats. Okay. Raise your hand if you've made this mistake before. Yeah, I did. If you visit my profile in Steam, you'll most likely notice my TF2 items. Seems alright. But once you view my actual stats, you'll likely notice that something just doesn't seem right. Like, things just don't add up. That's because a long time ago I had reset my stats like a dumbass. The story is that I wanted to fix my stats because playing on ×10 servers and achievement servers kinda screwed some things up. Then after resetting my stats, I went right back to those servers and the rest is history. I didn't know at the time that resetting your stats also reset your class hours. Now I do, and now you do too. Using weapons that don't synergize. Have you ever seen someone using the rocket jumper and gunboats together unironically? Or me using the 3-rune blade? Or spy with your mom?
Indeed. And now I am going to you like a unicorn.
Or someone using just about anything with the ass gas, the trash ass, the ass. Okay, enough of that. You get the idea. This weapon is ass. It does not synergize with anything in normal gameplay. These are just some examples of items that don't really work well together. Unless you're doing it for the memes, try staying away from some of these sets. And that's going to do it for this video, everyone. We covered 9 of the biggest noob mistakes people make in Team Fortress 2. Let me know down in the comments what other noob mistakes you've seen people do, if you've done any of these yourselves, or if you've learned anything. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, and please consider subscribing if you enjoyed this video. I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next mission, mercs. Have a good one.